I've got something new to show you, Devin.
To show me? Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Boom.
Oh, you actually... You're not on your knees
Boom.
anymore?
Nope.
Oh,
I got me a chair.
it's fantastic. I got me a chair, too. It's right here. I bought this chair.
Well, you usually have a chair, though, don't you?
I know, but I bought this chair recently for like $60.
It's a nice chair.
It is. I'm also wearing my Deadpool shirt. So
Ready to go.
Represent.
Why are you wearing a Mexico hat?
Because that was the closest hat I could find.
We're in America.
I'd been to Mexico, though, so I can wear it.
You have been to Mexico. How was Mexico?
It was nice. It was nice. There's lots of drinking down there. Lots of drinking.
Is there a lot of crime?
Not as much as Jamaica, I would say.
Jesus.
Jamaica was hardcore.
God.
But we didn't go to like any bad parts of Mexico. I'm sure there was like
You didn't go to like, the real Mexico.
We went like downtown once, and when you go downtown, everybody knows you're American, and they're like, "We want to sell you stuff."
Well, yes, Devin, because you and your family are white. Yes.
So like everywhere we went, people were just like following us around, like, "Oh, buy this," and we're like, "No."
Did you buy anything?
No. Dylan almost bought a poncho from a guy.
Yo, that was probably a pretty dope poncho.
It was pretty cool looking, but he was asking for like $50 for it. So
that's all right. That's bullshit.
Yeah, because he was like, "We hand make it," and we're like, "Nah,
fuck off, you little Mexican man." What have you been watching these past 2-3 weeks that we haven't been doing this?
Man, what have I been watching? Today I watched Lawless for the first time. That was a great movie. I love that movie.
Oh, the Tom Hardy movie?
Yeah, Tom Hardy.
That's a really solid movie.
It is.
I was talk about that.
It snuck up on me. I didn't think it was going to be any good, but it was. It was good.
Shia LaBeouf is like really great in it.
What else? I've been watching some MCU movies just because I brought those back to Southern Indiana with me.
Which one?
I watched Iron Man, first Captain America, and the second Captain America. Yeah.
So the best MCU films.
Oh no, I watched Avengers also.
So the best MCU films.
Yeah, I'm skipping the bad ones.
So, I watched Iron Man. You're skipping the bad. There's 23 movies. You only watched.
I'm not
4.
done yet. I'm still getting there.
Okay.
I watched Iron Man 3 also because I like Iron Man 3. It's grown on me.
Yeah, you bastard.
Yeah.
Everybody poops on Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3 is good.
Iron Man 3 is good.
It's a good movie.
I'm preparing for Shang-Chi, so that's why I watched it.
Yeah.
And then I've been watching a lot of Schitt's Creek. So.
Isn't that show like over?
I think the last season just came out, but I've never finished it. I don't
know what the hell this show is.
It's actually kind of funny. It's these rich people that get all their money taken away, and then they're thrown into like this old ass town, like with like 50 people, and they like are all out of place and stuff. It's really funny actually.
How many seasons are there?
5, I think.
Too many.
I think the 5th season is the last one that just.
I still haven't finished Gotham, and there's like 6 seasons.
You don't need to finish Gotham. You know what happens. You just look it up on YouTube.
I mean, I know what happens because it's a fucking Batman origin story.
I mean, yeah, they're all the same. So,
but I still, at some point, I want to go back and revisit Gotham because I've heard that there's some good, interesting ideas.
I was gonna say, did you ever make it to the Little Joker Boy?
No, I made it 5 episodes in, and I was like, I can't watch this.
What have you been watching this quarantine?
I've been watching a fuck ton of shit.
I know. Hit me with the highlights.
There were 3 movies that specifically I want to point out. One, Francis Ford Coppola's The Conversation. This was a movie that I recently
is that the name of it? That is a long ass name.
No, Francis Ford Coppola is the director.
Oh, okay.
It's just called The Conversation.
I thought it was called that.
Francis Ford Coppola is The Conversation. That's what his Dracula movie is called, though. It's called Francis Ford Coppola's Bram Stoker's Dracula, and it's fucking like, don't call it that because that's an awful title.
That's way too many syllables. I need to be able to just like spit it out.
Yeah. But The Conversation was absolutely fantastic.
Is this a newer movie or is this old?
No, this came out in like the 70s.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I've never heard of this. So.
It's fucking great though. It's like an hour and 40 minutes, but it's like really slow. Harrison Ford is in it. Not like he's not like a lead or anything. He just kind of shows up here and there. He's really good in it though. Gene Hackman is fantastic in it.
Harrison Ford, so that's like pre-Star Wars.
Well, it was 74.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's pretty
So,
Star Wars.
yeah.
Star Wars came out in 78.
It is pre Star Wars Harrison Ford.
Damn.
Yeah, 77, 78, yeah.
Yeah.
This was like American Graffiti fucking Harrison Ford. Back when he was still cared about acting.
He tried because he wasn't Han Solo yet.
He tried, yeah, because he was like, fuck, I need this. I watched Jason and the Argonauts.
What is that?
It's like a really old Ray Harryhausen movie with stop motion and shit.
So you've been watching a bunch of obscure movies. That's what you've been doing.
That's not an obscure film. That's an iconic movie, all right?
That I've never heard of, but okay.
It's fucking great, and I had a lot of fun with it, and the effects still held up pretty well.
What year is that from?
It's like the 60s or some shit.
You're watching all these old movies.
I gotta watch all these oldies.
There's new stuff coming out too, Wade. You gotta watch.
I know, but like what? Fucking Trolls 3? Like I'm gonna watch that shit.
Netflix is putting out a ton of new movies recently.
I know. I'm slipping on my Netflix stuff because we all know that stuff's quality.
It's getting better. It really is, though.
I'm sure some of it is.
There's
that new Chris Hemsworth movie that I heard is really good. That's on there.
Isn't there?
I don't know what it's called. It's called like The Extraction or whatever.
Oh.
I'll have to check that out at some point.
Chris Hemsworth, man.
Yeah, hopefully he takes his fucking shirt off, or else it's bullshit and I ain't watching it.
It's hit or miss with Chris Hemsworth. It's either great or it's awful.
He's been in a lot of good movies. Bad Times at the El Royale was really good.
I know you don't like Thor Ragnarok, but that's a great movie. Same.
I don't like any of the Thor movies. Thor Ragnarok, out of the three, I like the most.
Well,
but
you should, because it's the best one.
It is out of the three, but that's not saying much.
It's very good, but we're not going to argue about that. We've done it before.
And I also watched today, actually, Unforgiven, which is my favorite Western film of all time.
Unforgiven. I've heard that. I've actually heard of that movie, but I haven't.
I think you would love it. If you love Logan, right?
Yeah.
Then you would love fucking Unforgiven, because it's kind of the same fucking thing. Clint Eastwood's like really old, and then he's really like grumpy and growling on everybody. Morgan Freeman's great in it as well.
When is Morgan Freeman not great in a movie?
When he was in fucking Evan Almighty or whatever.
We don't talk about that. I forgot he was even fucking in that.
Did you even remember that movie was a thing?
No, until you reminded me of it. No, I'm
sure a majority of people totally forgot about that fucking movie.
I was gonna say I try to push it out of my mind as much as possible.
That's
same
smart.
With your favorite movie, The Dark Tower.
Don't even like the fact that you make fun of that movie. Really pisses me off.
It was the worst movie we saw that year for sure.
It was, and that pisses me off too, because that movie should have been great. It should have been. It looked like it was going to be Lord of the Rings with guns. Like that sounds awesome. Cowboys in Lord of the Rings world, man.
If it was that, you could have made a franchise out of it.
You could have.
Sure. If it was good and it was Lord of the Rings. Oh yeah,
totally. I want to see Idris Elba as a Lord of the Rings cowboy.
But it was bad. I don't even remember when it came. What, 2018? Is that when it came out?
Fucking felt like it came out 15 years ago.
I haven't watched it since the theaters, and I'm probably never going to. So
I'm tempted to buy the Steelbook because it's really good.
Don't waste your money on that. Are you gonna buy the Steelbook and throw the disc away?
Probably.
That's what I would do.
And then just display the Steelbook behind me because it's actually it's really solid.
Or you could do what we've been talking about, just like download the trailer onto a disc and just put that in there.
I might do that actually because that trailer was amazing.
It's what made us want to go see it.
Yeah.
All right, you ready to get into news?
Movie news. I forgot the intro of this fucking thing, but who cares?
This is the first podcast episode in like a month, probably more than that.
Basically, yeah.
Because we're all under quarantine still, and
everybody's dying.
No movies have come out. This is the first time since Onward, right? It's
yeah.
First time, yeah.
And it's really hard for me because I like to go to the movie theater, and it sucks that they're all closed.
Yeah, I mean, if Onward's the last movie I ever seen in the theaters, I guess that's a good one to.
I mean, I guess, but
it wasn't Bloodshot, so.
Thank God it wasn't Bloodshot. That was a good call on your end.
Yeah,
I was like, hey, let's go see Bloodshot. Let's go see Vin Diesel be stupid. And you're like, no, we're not doing.
I also forgot I watched The Good Boys.
Oh, that movie where the kids are just doing raunchy stuff.
Yeah, it was very. I think it is, but I watched it with my parents and it was very uncomfortable.
I mean, is it super bad? Because it looks like Superbad, but with like young kids.
Basically, yes. But like these kids are like cursing and talking about like sex and stuff, and I'm just like, these are like children. It's very weird for them to be talking about.
What is the plot of that movie? Is there one, or is it just kids?
Yeah. It's like a friendship type thing that like breaks apart. Like these three little kids are friends, and they kind of like grow apart by the end of the movie, but they come back together or whatnot. And the main plot is that the main kid wants to kiss a girl, and then like a bunch of shit happens along the way. But that's like the main plot.
You literally just described Superbad.
I know. That's the
plot of Superbad. Somebody ripped off that movie.
That's what I was saying. It's the same thing, but I mean, it was good. It made me uncomfortable though that they were all children. Like they're all like 10.
It seems. I like that main kid, Jacob Tremblay. He was actually like he's a solid kid actor, and he was in Room, not the Tommy Wiseau movie, the Brie Larson movie that like won an Oscar, and he was really good. But he seems really out of place, like saying "fuck" and everything.
The black kid reminds me dead up of you. I'm just saying.
Why?
Because he's like a weird, awkward like nerd in school, and
well, that's me. So
and then like when something happens, he like screams like a little girl, and I'm just like, I don't know why.
I don't scream like that. I don't scream at all.
Maybe back when you were 10, you did.
Well, yeah, we all screamed like little girls when we were 10.
And then like he plays like card games and stuff, and I'm like, it's like Bakugan, man.
Remember that fucking shit we used to do in elementary school? That shit was like fucking gambling.
Dude, it was there was like a little circle over near the doors of people playing Bakugan.
Yeah.
Like trading and stuff. I'm like, I don't have any Bakugan.
There's like drug deals and shit going on.
It really was. I'm pretty sure they got banned at school because
they did.
Because it was gambling or whatever.
They
considered it gambling.
That shit was intense.
That was a good like 4 months. Like
it was awesome.
A good little thing. Awesome. But yeah, I forgot to mention that I watched that movie. So
well, I'm glad you mentioned that you saw Superbad.
Yeah, Superbad 2.0.
Superbad's great. I love Superbad.
Superbad is good. But if you want to see little kids do stuff,
if you want to see the Superbad prequel, where they're even younger, and there's 3 of them,
even younger, and they play with a sex doll, and they don't know what it is.
Oh, that sounds kind of very like pedophilic,
right? They find a sex doll, and they're like, it's a what's it called? A mouth-to-mouth exercise. Like it's a doll for that.
Okay, hold up. These kids not have the fucking internet.
They're 10. They don't know.
But they're 10. When did this movie come out?
2019, I think.
They're kids in 2019. They have the fucking internet. They don't know what any of this is.
No, they also
dumb kids.
They come across a sex swing and they just think it's a normal swing.
That was in the trailer, and that was a big joke in the trailer. And I was like, these kids are fucking dumb.
Yeah. And what's his name from Logan's in it? The creepy guy. No, the creepy. I don't know his name.
Creepy guy.
He burns in the sun in Logan.
Oh, fucking Stephen Merchant.
I
love Stephen Merchant.
I don't know.
He's a skinny guy.
Yeah. He's in that movie.
Jojo Rabbit. He's really good in Jojo.
He buys the sex doll from the kids.
Jesus Christ. Stephen Merchant, you're a pedophile.
That's the whole like joke in this movie. Is that he's a pedophile.
Is he really?
Yeah, I don't think he is in the movie, but that's like the joke is that he
might be in real life
because he's meeting little 10-year-old kids.
He definitely looks like one. Have you seen this fuck? Like, just in general.
But they're making him even more look like a pedophile. Like he's got his hair slicked back and stuff. Like
I feel so bad for Stephen Merchant. He's a great actor. And he's just been doing shit.
He looks like a pedophile, so he just embraces it. That's what I think.
Yeah, I'm totally aware I look like a pedophile.
I think like if somebody walked up to him and was like, "Are you a pedophile?" He'd be like, "No, but I do look like one." Like,
well, yeah, you have to say no. Or is he gonna say yes?
What if he did say yes? Like,
then he'd go to jail, Devin.
There's no proof.
It doesn't matter. He just confessed to being a pedophile.
I could say that I jumped out a 3-story window, but I didn't. But
but you wouldn't go to jail for that, though. That's just you trying to commit suicide.
He's a comedian. They could just say it's a joke.
It's okay. I guess what Kevin Spacey did was a joke, also.
Oh no, that was something completely different.
Cosby shit. That was a joke as well. It's just a prank, bro.
Just a prank. I just knocked you out and put my thingy in you, and
my pudding pops.
Somebody asked me the other day, do you think that he still does that in prison? Like
the pudding and the pudding.
Yeah.
Probably. That's what he fucking sounds like.
Like, do you think his cellmate is just like, God, fucking just end it now?
Shut the fuck up, Bill. I'm trying to sleep. All right, you blind fuck.
Talking about your fucking pudding pops, man.
You put the pudding in the Coca-Cola Classic. It's my awful Bill Cosby impression.
I just imagine that. I just imagine they probably put him in solitary because he's just going nuts in there. That's what I'm assuming.
The pudding and the Theo and the Rudy.
That or he's so rich, he's living the high life in there.
No, like, he's living in like a fucking hovel somewhere. They put his ass like he can't even see. Like they don't give a fuck.
He's in the basement in the dark, no windows.
Probably nobody cares about Bill Cosby anymore.
Everybody forgot about him until we just mentioned it.
Exactly.
All right, you ready for some news?
Let's actually get into the movie news this time. Movie news.
I don't have any real movie news. I just got like Marvel DC stuff. So
you've just got all that fake shit.
Yeah, I got
non-cinema bullshit.
Fake news. I'm Trump. I got
have
fake
news though.
What's your news?
Chris Nolan and WB are keeping July release date for Tenet.
I've heard of this. I'm glad. I think this is
fucking glad.
I think this is when theaters are planning to open back up, is what I've been told.
Hopefully.
At least AMC came out and said that they're not opening theaters until a blockbuster movie is coming out. So either Mulan or Tenet is what they said.
But keep it close for Mulan. Nobody's going to see that shit. I need to see Tenet. Tenet is not a movie that you put on VOD or like Netflix. I need to see this fuck in the theaters, all right? Maybe not IMAX because that shit gives me a headache, but I need to see it in the theater.
I feel that.
Like this it's a fucking Christopher Nolan movie. It's going to look fucking gorgeous.
And the trailers look gorgeous, so.
Exactly.
I feel that though. If this is the first movie I see when theaters open back up,
oh man, I'm gonna love this movie regardless. I'm just gonna be happy to be back in the fucking theater watching a fucking Chris Nolan movie. All right.
Unless it's Mulan, are you gonna go see Mulan if that's like the first movie?
Why the fuck would I ever in a million years go see Mulan? It's not even a musical. All right.
It's just a fighting movie.
Eddie Murphy's not even in it. No black people.
What if they sneak him in somehow? Like, what if he's secretly?
What if he's not a CG dragon? What if it's just Eddie Murphy in a dragon suit?
What if it's just Eddie Murphy just acting like he's?
What if it's just Eddie Murphy? That'd be even better.
that'd be actually kind of cool. I'd like that. But.
He just shows up and he's like, "Yo, I'm Eddie Murphy. Remember me?" No.
See, like they could totally put him in there because he doesn't have to be on set. They could just record all his voice stuff.
Yeah, but he's not. They've said he's not in the movie.
I know. I still
he's too black for that movie.
He's too black. I still don't know what the freaking movie's about because like
it's just the plot without.
But like music. He's like a main point of the plot.
It's just the plot without Mushu.
That's a boring plot.
It's gonna be a boring movie.
And there's no songs either, so
no songs.
That's disappointing. All right, what else you got?
Apparently, there's a Whitney Houston biopic coming from the Bohemian Rhapsody writer.
Whitney Houston?
Now, I haven't seen Bohemian Rhapsody. You have, though, right?
Yes, I have.
Was the writing in that movie like any good?
I mean, it just kind of goes through the timeline of his life. Like, it's not like they had to write anything extravagant about it or anything.
So no.
I'd say it's mediocre. It's not like
okay. So we're gonna get a mediocre Whitney Houston film then.
Why do we need a Whitney Houston biopic?
Because we need biopics on everyone, Devin.
Apparently, that's the new rage. I told you. Like it's weird. Like Bohemian Rhapsody came out, and then like a bunch of like companies were like, let's make a bunch of biopics.
Well, I mean, biopics have been the thing for like a long time, but it's definitely like since Bohemian Rhapsody.
I think it's picking up more though.
It is because that got all the Oscar buzz and everything.
I was gonna say because like usually we get one every like 2 years or something. Yeah. Now we're getting like 2 a year. It's
just like if you're not gonna make the next Ray, don't even fucking bother. Because Ray is great.
I haven't seen Ray, but
or Rocket Man. Like Rocket Man is kind of like the end all be all of biopics.
I didn't watch that. My family watched it without me, and I didn't watch it.
Son of a bitch. Did they like it? Did they enjoy it?
Derek was I think it was Derek. Derek was like, they narrated through the whole thing. I'm like, yeah. I'm pretty sure that was like the point.
Yeah, they do that in every biopic. Was Derek still like, I still don't understand the ending of Black Panther?
No, but he was like, oh, I thought that was like a mistake. Like, I didn't think they were supposed to narrate through the whole thing.
It's a mistake. They accidentally put a narration in it.
I don't know. I don't know what he meant by mistake. I think they watched it on a streaming service, so maybe he thought it was that, but I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know what Derek means half the time about fucking anything, right?
The other day, man, he got up and like he just started speaking another language. Like I don't even know what he was saying. Like he
is a Nazi, so that makes sense.
It wasn't like a real language. He got up and went and we were just like, what?
I feel like that was like a stroke.
Like
might have had a stroke.
Then he just laughed and walked away.
That's some serial killer shit, Devin. Your brother's a fucking psychopath.
He told me happy Hitler birthday the other day because Hitler's birthday was
because 420, man. Yeah. So edgy, man.
So edgy. Conspiracies.
It's not a conspiracy. That's a real thing.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but like connections.
Hitler was a pothead.
Confirmed. It's confirmed.
Speaking of Hitler being a pothead, apparently there's a Hunger Games prequel that was officially announced.
Is what's her name coming back, or is this like?
I fucking hope not. Why would she need to be in it? Like,
I don't know.
Her story started with the first one.
What are they basing this off of? Because there's no book, so they don't have anything to base it.
They're gonna have to come up with some new bullshit. To me, it feels like it'll be like the Fantastic Beasts shit, where there's I'm sure the author's gonna like just quickly like put some shit out, so they can be like, oh well, it's based off of this, and it's gonna be shit anyway, because their Hunger Games books are fucking shit anyway.
I was gonna say, so they're actually gonna have to like come up with new ideas. I guess not even really new ideas. They just have to lead to the ideas that have already been established,
basically. And they're probably gonna have 4 of these fucking movies.
I don't care about the prequels though.
I don't care about the Hunger Games.
I mean, yes, but like it establishes enough in the first movie. You don't need a prequel.
I think what they might do is like the very first Hunger Games and like how it all started and whatever.
Oh,
that's probably what they're gonna end up doing.
I could see that.
Which sounds kind of interesting.
I was gonna say you could make that really interesting, especially if it's like society has just like shifted that way and we're like trying to figure things out. And we're like, let's do a freaking Hunger Games and make everybody kill each other.
Make it like R-rated though.
I think they want to make the more money, man.
I want to see an axe go through a kid's head.
Oh my god.
Because but you have this plot of people, hey, everyone's in this tournament and they have to kill each other. That's the same fucking premise of Mortal Kombat. And Mortal Kombat is fucking M-rated. You can't make that like PG-13.
But like PG-13 makes more money, Wade. So
all right, cool. If you made a good rated R movie, you know what? That would make a lot of money as well. Look at Deadpool
and Logan. But like, I don't know. These movies are made for teenagers, I guess. That's what they're.
Do teenagers like Hunger Games? That's the thing. Because the Divergent movies
came out.
Hollywood thought that Divergent, the people gave a shit about Divergent, and they didn't.
That thing bombed so hard they didn't even finish the movies.
Exactly. There's supposed to be 4 movies, and they didn't even fucking do the 4th one.
I was gonna say, I thought did they only do 2 or did they do 3?
They did 3. There's a trilogy, but I think the trilogy like premiered on like TV or some shit. So like they just pooped that fucker out.
They dumped a lot of money into that franchise too.
Exactly,
and it went down the toilet.
Exactly.
I never watched any of them, so
they look really bad.
So you haven't seen them either?
I haven't seen them either. I know Miles Teller's in it, and I'm like, man, what the fuck happened to Miles Teller's career? Because he was fucking on the top. He was in like every movie in like 2013, and then he's just in fucking bullshit now.
And you know what happened? He did Fan 4 Stick, and then after that,
that honestly might have been
because Fan 4 Stick came out in 2015. So
fucking honestly, that's an amazing segue for my next thing. Speaking of, who directed Fan 4 Stick?
Josh. No, it wasn't Josh Trank. It
was Josh Trank.
Okay.
He's got a new movie coming out called Capone, starring Tom Hardy as Al Capone, and there was a trailer.
Oh, was it any good? And I didn't watch it.
I mean, not really. And Tom Hardy looks really weird because he's covered in like pounds of makeup.
Dang it, Josh Trank. Why do you keep making it? I don't know if it's
Josh Trank though. because
He has these good
he's been
movies.
fucked over by studios already.
Yeah, it was Fox. Who's doing this one?
I don't know the studio. It's not Fox. There's no fucking way.
No, Fox messed up.
It's probably like
Fan4stick.
Universal or some shit.
I was gonna say Fox messed up Fan4stick for him. So
Exactly.
But, like, why does Josh?
Hopefully
Trank
this is good because I love Tom Hardy.
Yeah, but like, why does Josh Trank get all these good like franchise movies and then like flushes them down the toilet?
Because he made Chronicle.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's what he did.
And everyone loved Chronicle, and that was like a huge hit.
It was because it was like filmed like an iPhone or whatever.
Yeah, it was like a found footage superhero movie.
Didn't they literally film it on an iPhone?
No, you're thinking of Tangerine, the movie about black transsexual prostitutes.
Tangerine's in orange.
It's also a movie about black transsexual prostitutes that was filmed on an iPhone.
No, I think Chronicle was filmed.
Chronicle was not filmed on an iPhone. That fucker was filmed with like an Alexa because it doesn't look like a shot on an iPhone at all. All right.
I think it was. I think it was filmed on an iPhone.
Was it?
It was.
Maybe in your head it was.
In my imagination, it was filmed on an iPhone.
Probably.
What else you got for me?
We're just skipping over that. Yeah, it's like a great trailer, and the movie's probably gonna be whatever. You watch anime, right?
Not really.
Okay, well this is perfect. There's a live action One Punch Man coming from Sony.
Oh, I have seen some One Punch Man though. That's like the only
One Man.
One Man. One Punch Man. I've seen like the first like 2 episodes or whatever.
I've seen it like 2 or 3 episodes of this.
Yeah, and I've seen Avatar. It's like the only anime I've ever watched. If
Avatar's not anime,
it kind of is.
It's an American thing, but it's done in the style of anime.
Yeah.
I've had that. I've been corrected by that several times.
Well,
because I considered it an anime once, and everyone was like, "It's not a fucking anime." And I'm like, "All right, whatever." It's all cartoons.
One Punch Man. Here's the thing. You say they're making a live action what, show or movie or whatever?
Movie from Sony.
One Punch Man has to be written very well because the whole premise is kind of stupid. But if you write really well around it, you can make it really interesting.
But see, I don't think that the writing of One Punch Man is all that good anyway. I think that's a stupid show, and I think that's a stupid fucking idea. And like the movie, whatever the movie is, it's just going to be as dumb as the fucking show.
It's a completely stupid idea, for sure. Just this guy who can beat everybody with one punch because he did some push-ups. But they try to make it creative in the show, like, and all that stuff.
I mean, not really. Honestly, this would make a much better movie than a show because I don't know how you can expand that out in like a show format. Like one movie that's just like this goofy, dumb premise. Like I could see that working.
But I don't know if Sony has the creativity.
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not.
I didn't even know they own the rights to this.
Apparently they do.
I guess so, but
get Vin Diesel
as One Punch Man.
Yeah,
he's still like skinny in the show.
Get Jason Statham. Fuck.
Jason
Statham is pretty fucking skinny. He needs to shave though.
He's a little old, but
all right. Who's a skinny bald man in Hollywood currently? Who's like
Joe Rogan?
You motherfucker. Joe Rogan's not an actor for one. He's too busy doing his fucking bullshit podcast.
I was gonna say he does
stand up. He's not an actor though.
He could do it. He could. Hey.
And you're talking about him being skinny. Joe Rogan's just as jacked as fucking Vin Diesel is. All right.
No, he's short.
He is. He's short, but like he's jacked to the nines.
He's short.
He's like a skinny bald man.
He was the first bald guy I could think of.
He's like a skinny bald man.
Get what's his face that we were just talking about. Just have him shave his head.
Jason Statham.
No, the pedophile.
Oh, Stephen Merchant. Fuck.
he's a little
pedophile.
He's a little too skinny, maybe.
He's way too skinny. He's like Doug Jones skinny.
You
need someone who's like cut. Doug Jones is too fucking old. All right. This guy's like 30. Doug Jones is in his like 60s.
They could just de-age him and be fine.
They could, but I mean, do you think Doug Jones could be the lead? Like he could sell an entire fucking movie?
Get Samuel L. Jackson to do it. It'd be fine.
Yes. If you get Sam Jackson for this fucking movie, I will watch this and I will become a One Punch Man fan.
But doesn't he
One
not
Punch Man fans called One Punch fans? Because they should be.
I don't know. They're Punch fans.
Punch fans.
I don't know. I don't know what they're called.
Because One Punch Man fan is kind of redundant.
There's too many syllables.
One Punch Man fan.
One Punch fan. I don't know. You'd have to ask one because I'm not. I don't watch it, so I don't know.
I will ask one. I'll go to a One Punch fan convention.
I could ask Dylan. He watches it.
Dylan, go get Dylan.
He's asleep.
Just wake his ass up and ask him this dumb question.
No, I'm not gonna go wake him up to ask him what he would call himself.
Called. He's just like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about? What else you got?
Remember the Green Hornet?
Yeah.
Green Hornet movie coming from Universal.
What? Is Seth Rogen coming back?
No, it's a completely fucking... No, of course not, Devin. You think they're making a sequel to that fucking movie? That movie bombed.
It had some funny one-liners in it, though.
I like that movie. I have that movie fucking somewhere up here. Where is it? I have this fucking movie on DVD. I like this movie. I enjoy it because it's kind of a parody of the Green Hornet. They're not going to do that again.
Why not? What do you think they're going to do?
Because they already did it and nobody saw it.
I was going to say, what do you think
they're fucking like normal Green Hornet movie?
No, that's stupid.
It is stupid.
I want something funny and unique.
We had that with this and nobody saw it.
Make it again.
I mean, sure.
I think Seth Rogen. I was going to say, I think Seth Rogen has become a bigger actor since then. So I think people would go see it maybe if he didn't know.
Maybe. But also, who cares about Green Hornet?
Nobody.
Exactly.
Not a living person on this planet has ever went, where's the next Green Hornet movie coming?
I mean, maybe like old people.
No, not even them.
We're like, oh, I remember those serials and that fucking show that came on where the fucking Asian man did all the work.
Because there's better characters out there to make shows around.
Green Hornet is a terrible Have you seen any episodes of that fucking show?
No.
It's absolutely fucking terrible. Bruce Lee shows up. Bruce Lee's the sidekick, and he does all the fucking work in that show. The Green Hornet comes in at the last minute and just goes like, bang, bang. And he's like, I'm the fucking Green Hornet. I'm like the best superhero ever. He had a really fun episode with Batman, though. So that was fun.
I was going to say, because he's Bruce Lee, and you got to show off Bruce Lee when you got
Exactly, but why not call it like the Kato show?
Why not make Bruce Lee the Green Hornet?
Exactly. That's like, exactly. The whole fucking concept was stupid.
Green Hornet is just a guy with a bunch of gadgets. So
yeah, made by fucking Asian.
I'll never forget that line in that freaking movie where he just goes, I'm not your man.
This is my man, Kato. I'm not your man.
It's just the way he says it. The way he like pronunciates it. Yeah. It's just hilarious.
It's a funny movie. I enjoy this fucking movie, all right?
I haven't seen it in a long time.
I think David Harbour's in this fucking movie, if I remember.
Is he?
Hellboy. Pre-Hellboy.
Yeah, well, who is he in the movie?
He's like the main like senator like asshole guy who's like corrupt or whatever.
I don't know.
Seth Rogen like figures it out at the end.
It's probably been 10 years since I've seen that movie.
Probably. When did this fuck come out? 2011. So yeah.
Yeah, probably about 10 years since I've seen that movie. Are you excited for this? Do you want?
No, not really, because I like this movie. And
are you gonna see it, or are you just kind of?
I'll see it. I'll check it out.
Are you gonna pay money to see it?
Probably not.
Even if like the trailer comes out and it's like amazing,
it won't be.
But what if it is? What if it's like the next like big thing?
Then it's the next big thing, and I was a dumb idiot and I was wrong. But I can guarantee you it won't be.
Because Wade's always right. Hashtag Wade's right.
Hashtag Wade's right. Fuck you. All right. I predicted Martian Manhunter.
You did. I gotta give you credit.
I was on point with that shit.
You were. I gotta give you credit for it.
Fuck with me, all right?
I gotta give you credit for your predictions. They're doing pretty good so far. They're holding up.
They have 2 for 2.
2 for 2. So we'll see. We'll see if this one holds up. Green Hornet's gonna bomb.
I didn't say it was gonna bomb. I just said nobody's gonna give a shit about it.
That would indicate that it bombs.
Next, we have Dune images. Everybody's losing their fucking shit for this Dune movie.
Why do people? I didn't know people cared about Dune so much.
Because Dune is like a really popular book, and there was a movie in the '80s that was like really dumb, and like people want to see like an accurate like Dune movie done right. And everyone's saying that like this could be the next Star Wars and whatever. I don't think it'll be that. I think it'll be a movie. It'll come out, and then people will not talk about it the year after. That's how movies are now.
It looked like I've seen some of the pictures or whatever. It looks very like cinematic looking, I guess.
It looks interesting.
It looks like a Nolan movie almost.
Sort of.
Based on just what I've seen.
It's made by the director of Blade Runner 2049, so that's probably why.
Yeah, and he's very stylistic.
He is.
I don't think this is going to be the next big thing. It's not.
I don't either.
It's not going to be the next Star Wars. It may be a good movie, but it's not going to be the next Star Wars.
It has potential to be good because he's a very good filmmaker. Out of all the movies he's made, I think he's only made 2 bad movies that I've seen anyway. All of his other movies are fucking great, and he has potential to make a great sci-fi movie because he already did it with Blade Runner. So, and the cast is fucking insane. Oscar Isaac is really cool looking in it, and he's got a cool beard. Jason Momoa looks really cool in it, and he doesn't have a beard in it, which is really weird. Seeing him without his fucking beard.
He always has a beard. Why'd he shave it?
I don't know, because maybe Denis Villeneuve was like, you need to shave that fucking... This isn't Aquaman, all right? You need to shave that fuck.
Get rid of it.
On my set, get rid of that fucking dumbass beard.
But I've told somebody else this. Maybe it was you, maybe it wasn't. But the next Star Wars is going to be something that you've never fucking heard of. That's what's going to happen. Because Star Wars kind of just like popped up out of nowhere and became this big thing. It's not gonna come from a book that's already been written or older movie or something like. No, it's gonna just be this thing that just pops up and just blows everybody away. That's what the argue
that's Avatar.
The Blue Monkey Avatar.
Yeah.
No, I mean they are making 5 of those movies, so maybe.
Exactly.
But I don't think Avatar is nowhere on the level of the first Star Wars.
It's not. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying that some people would probably say that it is.
And like I said, I don't. Whatever the next big franchise is, like Star Wars, it'll just pop up out of nowhere. Some indie film is gonna just blow everybody away, and that's how that's gonna happen.
Pretty much. It's sort of like what happened with John Wick, where they just made a movie and then everyone lost their fucking shit over it, and then they ruined it.
Because John Wick was good. How'd they ruin it?
They're making 4 of those fucking movies, and John Wick 3 wasn't any good, all right?
John Wick 3 was all right. It wasn't bad.
The first act is fine, and then it becomes a cartoon.
I love the knife throwing, man. That was like my favorite scene.
That was like at the beginning, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the first 20 minutes.
It was the first act. That was the best part of the movie.
I love that. It does get a little redundant because he just like travels from place to place.
It does, and then he meets like like an Indian like prince man, and he has to like Assassin's Creed his finger for some fucking reason.
I forgot about that.
Like, what does all that have to do? And then Halle Berry shows up for 2 seconds and does nothing.
He learns the truth or whatever.
Well, this bullshit. This is bullshit. All right.
And then he should have died, but he didn't.
He should have. He got shot off a roof, and Lawrence Fishburne was like, "Hey, I'm getting paid to just sit in a chair and do nothing."
Right.
They're dumb. All right.
But we'll see if the fourth, which is going to do better, Matrix 4 or
John Wick 4 is going to do better. Nobody gives a fuck about Matrix anymore.
I do. Well, not really, but I'm going to.
I do, not really, but
like I don't want a Matrix 4. I don't think
nobody on the face of nobody wanted Matrix 2 and 3 because they were awful.
All the characters are dead, so why make a 4th one?
Well, apparently this one's going to be like super meta and like.
I don't want to know how they're gonna Jesus him back to life.
I don't want to fucking. This movie sounds like a mess.
It does.
I fucking see this.
It sounds like a writing nightmare. Like I would not want to write that movie at all.
It sounds like a joke. It sounds like a Saturday Night Live joke. Honestly,
we're making this little skit of Matrix 4.
Keanu Reeves old. Like everybody's just old. Like I don't understand this trend. I'm gonna rant for a second. I don't understand this freaking trend in Hollywood right now, where everyone's like, "Oh, hey." You know those awesome characters that were all young and cool and hip that everybody loved and related to because everybody was young and cool when they saw them? Let's bring them back 30 years later when they're all old and gross. That's a good idea. That's worked every time we've done it, right?
I think the movie that started that trend, honestly, was Indiana Jones 4.
It was. And I blame that Jew Spielberg.
No, you can't blame Spielberg.
He made the movie.
So
he started this whole stupid trend.
He tried his hardest, man.
I don't know. That's bullshit. Right? He hasn't tried in 40 years.
He's got a good track record, so he doesn't need to try. He's got his resume filled out. It's fine.
No, I'm not defending that fuck. All right.
Because after I don't know, there's probably something in between, but then Star Wars did it, and then what else did it? Blade Runner did it.
Blade Runner did it well because they like crafted a good story around it that made sense.
Seeing a trend with Harrison Ford coming back to these franchises.
I mean, it's only these two. If he does like another Jack Ryan movie, that'll be very weird.
No, it's 3 technically: Indy, Star Wars, and Blade Runner.
Fuck yeah, you're right. I blocked Star Wars out of my mind.
He came back for 2 movies.
Yeah,
well, 1 movie and like a cameo.
Where's fucking Fugitive 2? All right, where's Air Force 2?
I was gonna say, where's Air Force 2? Where he
get off my plane again, and then he fucking throws somebody out.
He throws Morgan Freeman off the plane.
Why is it gotta be Morgan Freeman?
Because he wants to be president.
Does he?
He's been president in a lot of movies, so
he was president in like 1 movie.
Oh, they did it in Independence Day. They brought all them.
That's right, and nobody fucking liked that movie.
Yeah, I'm also seeing a trend of people not liking movies when they bring back the older characters, except for Blade Runner. Blade Runner did it well.
Nobody fucking. The movie bombed.
But like whatever. I don't know.
It's an awful trend, and I hope it ends soon.
I'm blanking on other movies. I know other movies have done it, but I'm blanking on one.
Terminator did just.
Terminator does it all the time.
They do it every like 5 years or so.
Rambo did it. They just did it.
Rambo fucking did it. Like everybody's doing it, man. Rocky was successful in it.
They're making another Rocky though.
Well, that's true. Just don't do that.
No, don't do that. They're gonna bring back all the Expendables. They're gonna make another Expendables.
No, Expendables 4.
I don't know. Maybe I was just guessing.
Who the fuck else is gonna be in Expendables 4?
You're gonna get all the new like action stars.
You're gonna get Kurt Russell
and Jason Momoa and all that.
That defeats the whole purpose. Jason Momoa is not an action star. All right, he was in 1 movie where he swam really fast. He's not an action star. Right? Don't even joke about that shit.
They're gonna bring Tom Cruise in, and they're gonna bring
Tom Cruise makes sense. It's weird that he wasn't in like one of the first 3.
They're gonna bring in Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves kind of makes sense.
John Bernthal.
John Bernthal's too fucking no. He's like a new guy.
He's Punisher.
We need all the old guards.
All the old guys.
We need like Kurt Russell and shit to show up.
The Rock, man. Was The Rock ever in one?
No. He should be the villain.
No, he's doing Black Adam. He can't be the villain.
Fuck. He's only allowed 1 villain per 10 years.
Yeah, that's it. He's a nice guy. They'll put Kevin Hart in it because he's been in enough action movies now.
What? No. Kevin Hart's like 2 foot. They could squish him.
But he could be the funny guy. They can put Adam Sandler in it. And he can actually act.
Why the fuck would they put Adam Sandler in an action movie? That sounds terrible.
Because he's in action movies. I don't know.
He's not. What action movie was he in?
Pixel. That was an action movie.
Fuck you. Fuck you. That was not an action movie.
The Longest Yard. That was also an action movie.
That was not an action movie.
There's football.
Football movie.
There's football people in it.
It's a sports movie.
Get Terry Crews.
Terry Crews is in 3 of them.
Yeah,
he doesn't fucking do anything.
Make him the main character.
No, they're not gonna do that.
Put Will Smith in it.
Will Smith makes sense.
You bring back the Bad Boys, just put them both in there.
Fuck, make it part of the Bad Boys universe. That would honestly make sense.
That would be insane if they.
Could you fucking imagine that?
They gotta get John Cena too. They gotta get him to go in there.
I mean, he might already be in those movies. You just can't see him.
Oh, that's true. They gotta get Drax also.
Gotta get again. You're bringing up all these new guys. That defeats the whole purpose of the Expendables.
It's like a reboot. We're just getting all the
rebooting the Expendables, which was already kind of meant to be a reboot of old action movies. It's getting super meta now.
It's getting super. We're rebooting the reboots.
We're rebooting the reboots of the remakes of the reboots. All right, my brain's gonna fucking blow up.
All right, end of our rant. What else do you have?
Artemis Fowl is being moved to Disney Plus.
Yeah, I'm glad because that movie looked terrible.
It looks so bad. I haven't seen a trailer that bad in like a long time.
First of all, the plot looks terrible. The CG looks bad, and it looks boring as crap.
It looks so fucking bad.
It looks like A Wrinkle in Time, but worse. And Wrinkle in Time was not good.
Did you see A Wrinkle in Time?
No, but I know
I didn't see it. It looked really bad.
It wasn't. It didn't do well financially or critically. So
comparing this to that makes total sense because this looks terrible.
That's exactly what it reminded me of, like this whimsical like thing, and it's just like nobody cares about Artemis Fowl.
No.
And if you're gonna make an Artemis Fowl movie, you got to make it like really good. You can't just half-ass it.
Well, I mean, they're trying to write the Harry Potter thing. And they're like, oh, we need a new Harry Potter thing where this kid's gonna fucking grow up and like everyone's gonna love it. This movie's gonna come out. Nobody's gonna fucking see it. Nobody's gonna know who this kid is, and this kid's gonna become a drug addict because he's not gonna have any more work. All right, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Pull Home Alone.
Yeah, he'll be Macaulay Culkin, and he'll date Brenda Song.
Oh God. But like, when is this supposed to be on Disney Plus? Is it already on there? I was gonna say, are you gonna watch it?
I mean, if it's on Disney Plus, I might check it out. But
I'm
not gonna enjoy myself.
I was gonna say you're gonna tell me how it is because I'm not freaking watching it.
Oh, I will. And if it's shit, I'm gonna make a video about it and be like,
"What if it's like amazing? What if you watch it?
It's not
really good. It could be like that surprise like winner.
It could be like Samurai Cop.
Like it's so bad that it's good.
Like that level of amazing.
No, I don't think it'll be that.
It's possible. I'm not saying it will be.
It looks boring. That's what its problem is. It looks boring.
It does.
I don't know. But I haven't seen it. I can't say that it's boring, but it looks boring.
Nobody's seen it, but it fucking looks boring.
The people who have made it have seen it.
Yeah, and that's probably why they're like, we should probably move this to Disney Plus because we're not going to make any fucking money in the theater.
What a waste of money. Who greenlights these children movies?
Disney.
But like, who's the guy who does it? Like,
Bob Iger.
No, I don't think Bob Iger does that. I think he has other people do that.
Kevin Feige.
That is not the MCU. He does not have control.
I don't know, there's some fucking guy who's just like, oh, Artemis Fowl.
A Wrinkle of Time. That sounds great.
That was awesome.
Do that too.
Let's put Oprah in it because Oprah's not box office poison.
Oprah should not be in movies.
No, she was in Selma for like 2 minutes and she fell over, and that was all she needed to do. All right.
She's not in Drake and Josh, but she is in Drake.
She's not, but they run over her in one of the best episodes of the fucking show. All right.
Man, we need to do a podcast episode just talking about Drake and Josh.
Fuck, man. Drake and Josh is a gem.
It is. I need to go back and like rewatch them all. Every episode.
The show's on Hulu.
I know. No, only like half the show's on Hulu, I think.
That's true. They took off. They don't have all the episodes, which is weird.
It really bugs me because I want to be able to just like sit down and watch them all. Because every episode I can like remember because they're all kind of memorable.
Fucking good, man.
They are
so fucking good. Remember when Drake and Josh go to meet Oprah, and then Drake's like, "Yo, this kid's got a flesh-eating virus," and then he fucking goes in the like chemical bath. And he's like, I went in a chemical bath and blah blah blah. It's so funny.
And I want to go back and rewatch the movies. Like
the only Drake and Josh movie that was worth a damn. That's not a movie. That's an episode.
Or whatever.
45-minute episode that they fucking marketed as a movie to try and scam dumb kids like us.
Go Hollywood is not bad, and the Christmas movie isn't bad.
Go Hollywood's fun. The Christmas one I didn't really enjoy.
You didn't like the Christmas one? I liked the Christmas one.
I didn't really enjoy it.
I just like seeing everybody again, probably.
For some reason, Josh had like emo hair in it.
Because they were all older.
And he's trying to be like hip.
5 years later.
And they like go to jail or some shit. And then like Kimbo Slice. They meet Kimbo Slice in prison. And they break out of prison. These guys are wanted criminals.
They put cheese in a shredder, don't they? To make snow.
I think yes.
Crazy Steve does it.
Crazy Steve, the iconic character of Crazy Steve.
You ate my enchilada.
You ate my enchilada.
Oh, that's my favorite episode.
I love saying that, by the way. I say that just like on my own, in my own free time. I just say that, and everybody looks at me like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
That somebody ate
you ate my enchilada. Like, whoa, take it easy, man.
Like
That's
what?
another
People start looking around. What enchilada? What are you talking about?
Like, who the fuck? Who let this fuck out of the crazy house?
They're gonna start calling you Crazy Steve.
Fucking, my name's not Steve.
That'll be the joke.
That's not funny. That's offensive to crazy people.
Only people named Steve.
I identify as a crazy man named Steve.
That's the only thing we can call you now. It's just Crazy.
Crazy Steve. If you wanna not be fucking hateful, then yes. You bigot.
All right. Moving on. I don't know how we got on Drake and Josh.
Speaking of Disney Plus, there's been this I guess controversy going around about censorship on Disney Plus, specifically with a Tom Hanks movie called Splash, where they censor out a butt.
Did you see the scene?
I have. It's really bad. they censor a butt.
Yeah.
Movie.
And have you seen the original?
Yes.
It's not even like it doesn't even show anything. It doesn't show.
It's literally just a butt,
and it's barely even visible anyway.
Yeah, it's on the screen for like 2 seconds.
And they just cropped.
They took the hair and
and they just moved it.
But when she's moving, it looks like somebody just took an image and just fucking
because that's what they
on
did.
there. Yeah, and it looks terrible.
They just put the image on there and didn't do anything else with it.
But it's with this, it's this just tells me that we're never gonna have Deadpool or Logan on these fucking things, or even not even that stuff, but any Fox movie that's rated R is just not gonna be on this fucking streaming service. So what was the point of buying Fox?
This is also what I took from this, is that if they had not done anything to that scene, nobody would have talked about it, because nobody
would have cared. Also, who the fuck gives a shit about Splash?
Right. And then now that they did that, it's blown up into this big thing. So you should have just left it alone, Disney, because you not doing anything would have helped you more.
Exactly. They're like, oh, there's butts on Disney Plus? Yeah, sure, I'll get it.
People don't care. It's a butt. Everybody has one.
Everybody has a butt.
But I agree with you on the not putting more adult material on there, because that will be the end of that streaming service for sure. If they keep it all kids stuff, it's never going to grow into something bigger.
Because now that's all they really have on there.
Yeah, and I think they should just do what Netflix does and have a kids section and a not kids section just when you log in. That's just the easiest way to do it.
That's what they should do, but I don't think they will.
I think they should. And then they could put all their Fox stuff that they own on there. They can put rated R stuff on there and put a lock on it. Allow people to put a lock. Don't.
But see, the thing with that stuff is that you can't really control that though. Disney can't. Because the only way that's gonna work is if the parents do that. And I don't think I think parents are gonna look at Disney Plus and just think that oh, it's all kid stuff, and then the kid's gonna go on there and watch fucking Alien versus Predator.
I mean, you watched Alien versus Predator as a little kid.
Yeah, it fucked me up.
No, it did not.
The second one did, because there's that scene where the alien goes into the hospital with all the pregnant people and they ate all the babies and shit. That was fucked up.
None of those movies are good.
No, they're not, but that was a really good scene.
Freaking Alien. You have such an easy idea with Alien versus Predator and you can't do it correctly.
Yeah, no, let's make it PG-13, because that's a good idea.
Yeah, because all the other movies are R. Let's just make this one PG-13.
Yeah, let's make this one PG-13, because that'll be smart.
It'll be fine. It won't make anybody angry. But yeah, Disney Plus needs to for sure find out something. Either make a separate streaming service. I don't even know.
Well, they have Hulu though, don't they?
They do. They own 65% of Hulu's shares, so they technically own Hulu.
Well, just buy Hulu and then just put all the other shit on Hulu.
You can do that too. I just want to be able to have all the things that they own in one place, so I can just watch it if I want.
Yeah, because right now, the X-Men movies are just up in limbo. They're not anywhere. They're not on Netflix. They're not on Hulu. They're not on Disney Plus.
I keep hearing that they're trying to put them on Disney Plus, but
they're not. At least not all of them. They might put the originals.
I was gonna say they do all the PG-13 stuff. They probably wouldn't.
Yeah, they're not gonna do Logan. They're not gonna do Deadpool.
No. But I've heard they want to add those to their Marvel collection on Disney Plus or whatever. Which If you're gonna add those, there's some bad things in those movies. You're just gonna cut those out too?
Yeah, those are also Wolverine says fuck in like half of those movies.
Right. Which
So,
I don't think
like,
there's anything on Disney Plus that has the F-bomb in it.
Not that I'm aware of.
I don't know. And I know they're trying to get Sony's crap on there too. Like they're trying to get Sony Spider-Man stuff. Yeah. The Raimi trilogy and the Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean, it would make sense.
I don't know. We'll see. It'll be the end of that streaming service if they don't add more to it.
It will, and they need to add stuff soon because I honestly haven't been back on there in like a year.
I'm literally waiting for a new show to come out because there's
I'm waiting for Jeff Goldblum season 2 because that's the only fucking show I care about on that.
I'm waiting for one of the Marvel shows to come out or the Mandalorian season 2 or whatever because there's honestly nothing on there that I would want to just sit down and watch because either I own it or I've already seen it.
Because that nostalgia factor stuff ended really quick.
Yeah, it goes away.
I was like, oh man, Darkwing Duck. I'm going to watch 2 episodes of Darkwing Duck and then never watch it ever again because it's for kids.
You go back, you watch, and you're like, yeah, I remember why this was good as a child, but as an adult, this isn't good.
Exactly.
I don't know. We'll see in the future where it goes to.
Yeah.
What other news you got? Sorry.
That's all the movie news.
That's all your movie news. We just going to my news then?
I guess.
My scheduling news.
I have Star Wars news. I don't know if you have Star Wars news.
Oh, I do not. You want to do that real quick?
Sure.
Star Wars news.
Jamie Lee Curtis is rumored to be in Mandalorian.
As do we know? Or just
somebody. Some her name will be like Flim Flam. I don't know.
Flim Flam.
Star Wars name.
I mean, that's cool. Are you going to watch season 2?
I'm gonna watch enough of season 2. If it doesn't interest me on like the 3rd episode, I'm gonna turn it off.
I learned this the other day. Did you know that in The Mandalorian, all of those backgrounds aren't real? Did you know that?
Yeah, they were like this big like light room thing.
Yeah, it's
not
a reverse,
like light, but it's screen.
It's a reverse projection.
Yeah, which is really interesting.
It is because there are some stuff where I'm like that doesn't look real, but there was some stuff that I could not tell. And
there's some stuff on there that looked like it looked like they went somewhere and like filmed it.
When they did the desert planet with all the rocks and stuff, that looked real, but apparently all that was fake. So
which that's really interesting.
They need to fix some of their space stuff because some of that stuff looks.
It's really interesting that like rear screen projection was like a thing that people used to use in the 50s, and we're kind of just going back to that. Like
it looks better than green screen, and it's
totally.
And it's way better than the front projection because the light. When you do front projection, you mess up your lighting. Yeah. When you do rear, you can do all your lighting.
You know what's better than all of that? Just fucking going somewhere and shooting something.
But this, if it becomes more universal, will be less expensive. And you can think of this. Instead of going to 5 different places over the span of a month, you could sit in one spot and just switch out the screen.
Sit in an air-conditioned room and just fucking
do it and shoot it all in a week.
Yell at a screen and shoot it in a week like Tyler Perry.
Right. So, I mean, I could see this becoming way bigger. Way bigger.
I think it will at some point.
But yeah, I'm excited for Mandalorian season 2.
Are you excited for Jamie Lee Curtis possibly being in season 2?
I mean, it'll be a bonus, I guess. I mean,
she'll probably show up for 1 episode and just be like a bitch like she usually is.
I hope not. If she's going to be in it, at least like use her.
Well, yeah, you would think. But like Carl Weathers was in like 2 episodes and he was just like, oh, I'm dumb Carl Weathers. Did
he die?
No, he's still alive. He's just like.
I don't think we'll see Carl Weathers again.
Not, which sucks because I love Carl Weathers.
We got the one dude though, the bad guy.
We got Gus.
How
much do you think Gus is actually going to be in fucking season 2? I think he's going to show up for 1 episode at the very end.
No, I say like 3 episodes. I'd say
3. That sounds appropriate.
I'd say 3.
3 max.
Don't do filler episodes.
They're going to because that's what every TV show has to do. That's why they're TV shows.
It was only 8 episodes. You can make an 8-episode show. Come on.
No, don't even make it 8 episodes. Make it like 4.
Whatever.
If you don't want filler in it, make it 4 episodes.
I'm just saying you should be able to write an 8-episode series if you want to be able to write an 8. It's
You
Star
should.
Wars. You can write whatever
think.
you freaking want.
You would think. But no, they're like, oh, we need more fucking dumb filler in this. Carl Weathers doing something dumb.
The Mandalorian season 1 felt like they like wrote out a story and then like, wait, this doesn't come out to 8 episodes.
They didn't write a story in Mandalorian season 1. The whole from episode 1 to episode 8, nothing happens. Like there's no conclusion because there's no story. It's literally just, hey, I found this baby, and then this bad guy comes and he gets it, and then I get it back, and that's it. Like that's not a story.
It's just about the baby, I guess. I don't know.
I guess, but like that was just like season 1 was really dumb.
We'll see how season 2 is.
Hopefully, season 2 is much better because it has potential to be fucking great. And speaking of season 2, apparently season 3 is already in the works. So fuck what I said. Fuck my thoughts.
They haven't even shot season 2 yet, have they?
No.
So they're already working on season 3?
Yeah.
Maybe wait until season 2 comes out before you.
Exactly. Yeah, you would think that's what you should do.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. Because none of the movies are going anywhere. So
no. I'm glad about that.
I'm 100%.
Fuck those movies.
I am 100, not 100. I'm like 95% sure Kathleen Kennedy's getting the boot.
I don't know if she'll get the boot, but I think they'll definitely reduce her at Lucasfilm because she's been around longer than like anybody has.
This new Bob that's taken over for Bob Iger, I think when he fully takes over, I think he's kicking Kathleen Kennedy to the curb.
Is he taking over? Because weren't there news stories that Bob Iger was like coming back?
Bob Iger came back because of the financial struggle from the coronavirus, but he said he's stepping down again once that goes away.
Okay, so that's weird that you could just like come back whenever you want.
Well, I think the other guy said he wasn't prepared for this, so he's like asked him to come back. Sense. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you also have to look at it from like a money perspective. Like these movies have all like they critically, whatever, they've all made money.
I mean, the last
Skywalker didn't it make like $1 billion? Didn't all 3 of these fucks make money?
Made $1 billion, but they were projecting it to make 2. So,
but they made $1 billion though.
They didn't make $1 billion. They probably made 300 million off of it from how much the budget was and all that. But it wasn't a success as that they wanted, and I think, especially with that and Solo combined, I think they're kind of looking at this like, okay, maybe we should actually try and make these movies.
I mean, hopefully, better. Yeah, that's what they should do. But
I say just fold it under freaking Kevin Feige's wing. That's what I'm saying.
That would be smart. I would think that after what happened with Solo, they would have been like, all right, Rise of Skywalker needs to be like perfect.
I honestly don't think
they were just changed. Like, no.
Yeah, I honestly don't think they changed anything from Rise of Skywalker.
They didn't.
They're just like, let's just do what it is.
Let's just make this weird fucking movie and just not care.
And I 100% agree. Rian Johnson put James Gunn in a corner. Not James Gunn. Put what's his face
J.J.
in a corner? J.J. Abrams in a corner and rises.
I don't fucking buy that bullshit. All right, you can write around what Rian Johnson did in a smart way. J.J. Abrams was just lazy.
You can write around anything, but
exactly.
I think he wrapped up too many things in the second movie of this trilogy.
But at the same time, it's like you didn't need to introduce the fucking Emperor.
No, you could have made a whole new character.
Could have just made Kylo Ren the fucking villain.
Could have made Kylo Ren the villain.
He was the fucking villain.
You could have brought back Snoke and explained it as him being Darth Plagueis.
Or you could have just made Kylo Ren the villain because he was the villain.
You could have done that, but they wanted him to do the redeem or whatever.
But that's dumb.
He dies at the end, anyways. I think he should have lived.
He should have.
And Rey should have died.
He really should have.
It would have made sense if at the end it was him who said that he's a Skywalker because he freaking is.
Yes, Devin, I totally agree with you. I'm not like shit. Yes, but you know what? Kylo Ren wasn't a girl, so he had to die.
It's true. That's 100% what it was.
Because the Force is female, and we all know it.
I don't know about that, but moving on. What do you want to do first, DC or Marvel?
What do you have the most of?
They're both about equal, to be honest.
Let's do Marvel then.
All right.
Marvel news.
We got a bunch of stuff moved around I got both Sony and MCU Marvel on here.
Oh, shit.
So I'm just going to go down this list. The first thing MCU-wise that's coming out now is still Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Okay, good.
Comes out August of this year as of right now.
Comes out in August? That's still so far away.
I know. This may be moved, though, because apparently Sebastian Stan came out and said that they still had like 2 weeks left of shooting, and they're not.
Sebastian Stan.
And then the coronavirus shut them down, so I don't know if that's going to happen or not.
I mean, can't they shoot it like while it's coming out?
I guess.
Isn't it coming out like week to week? Just shoot it when it comes out, you fuck.
I don't know. What if they're shooting for things that are in earlier episodes? I don't know.
I mean, yeah, that's a good point.
I don't know. I don't know what the issue is, but as of right now, all these are subject to possibly change. But as of right now, this is the most up-to-date list I could find. So, Black Widow, I'm sure you heard, got pushed in November. So,
when was it originally coming out?
Like a week from today. So,
oh shit.
Yeah. So it got pushed back, I think, like 6 months.
Wow. Okay.
And then December of this year, we're getting WandaVision. It actually came up
Christmas time.
Yeah, it actually came up in the slate because I think it was supposed to come out early next year.
Yeah, I think it was supposed to be next year.
Yeah, but they moved it up to this year.
So that's good. Then I like that.
Eternals.
2 shows that I'm looking forward to are coming out this year. Fucking A.
Eternals got pushed to February of next year, so it's not coming out this year anymore. This will be the first.
I thought it was coming out next year anyway.
No, it was supposed to come out in November. It was supposed to have the Black Widow date, November 6th. Shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm totally fucking confused on all these dates.
So Eternals is coming out next year. And this is going to be the first year we only get one MCU movie since like Iron Man 2 or something.
It's been a long time.
So, yeah. 2021 though is looking insane. I'm just letting you know.
Oh my god, there's like 15, like every Marvel movie's coming out.
So we have Eternals, and then after that, the next month we get Loki, the Loki show, and then that same month we're also getting Morbius from Sony.
Jesus. And
then 2 months after that, in May, we're getting Shang-Chi. A month later, we're getting the What If show. That same month in June, we're getting Venom 2. And then we jump to November. No, actually, we jump to October and we get Hawkeye. And then we get jump to November and we get Spider-Man 3.
So we're getting 8 things. 8 Marvel-related things next year.
Yes.
This is insane. My brain's gonna explode.
3 shows and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movies.
It's fucking nuts.
If you don't want to count Morbius and Venom, I guess you don't have to.
We have to because they're Marvel, and they might be in the MCU.
They might. I don't know. Did you hear?
Speaking of Venom 2, were you about to say this?
I was gonna say, did you see the official title?
I did.
How do you feel about it?
Let there be carnage. It's so fucking stupid, but I love it.
Didn't he say that at the end of the second?
He said something. He's like, "There's gonna be carnage." My dumb wig.
Yeah, that's right. I honestly don't really like the title, to be honest.
I mean, it's better than like Venom 2. Let's just do the same fucking movie again.
And then, yeah, Spider-Man 3 is going to end the year in November because that got pushed.
That's weird. Spider-Man coming out in November. That's weird.
It was supposed to be in July, but it got pushed.
Yeah, because Spider-Man should be like a summer fun, like cool, summer movie because he's a kid. Not a fucking like holiday Thanksgiving movie. Like, that's weird.
So that got pushed to the Doctor Strange release date. So Doctor Strange got pushed back even further. Yes. So February 2022 is also a very packed year. 2022 in February, we got Thor 4. Then we got Doctor Strange 2 coming out in March. And then in May, we're getting Black Panther 2, your favorite movie of all time.
We're getting Black Panther 2 that early?
Yeah, it got an official release date, May 6th, 2022.
It better be good, Ryan Coogler. I'm going to fuck you up.
July 8th, we got Captain Marvel 2. That's got an official release date now.
Jesus.
And then October 7th, Spider-Verse 2 is coming out. So
that's the only one I'm really like giving a shit about because I love Spider-Verse.
Doctor Strange 2, I am excited for.
Doctor Strange 2 is interesting, and now that there's rumors that Bruce Campbell might be in it because Sam Raimi's directing it, that's got me real excited because I love me some Bruce Campbell.
And then there was also a MCU Marvel Sony film slated in October, but I think it's going to get pushed back because it's an untitled film, and it was supposed to be on October 7th, which was now Spider-Verse. So I'm going to guess whatever it is.
What do you think this movie was?
I have no idea. But in 2023, there's 4 Marvel films slated, and I have some theories on what those are. So 2023, I'm guessing we're getting Blade.
2024?
2023.
I don't think they're doing anything with Blade for a long time.
This is phase 5, technically, 2023.
Yeah, I think 2023 is still a little too early.
I think we're gonna get Blade. I think we're gonna get Guardians 3 in 2023.
God damn, you fucking when did Guardians 2 come out? Like 2016? 2017?
2017.
Jesus Christ.
6 years later, getting
insane, man.
Guardians 3
sequel now.
I think we're getting Ant-Man 3 that year.
Oh man, is Ant-Man 3 still happening?
Yes, it's still happening. And then I think we're gonna get Fantastic Four that year. So that's my guess for the 4 films.
I mean, I think that sounds like an appropriate date for Fantastic Four. I still think Blade is probably happening a little later, but
I don't think Blade will be the first movie of 2023. Maybe it'll be at the end of 2023. I don't know.
I think they might introduce Blade by that point, but I don't think his movie will necessarily be out at that point.
I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea what the Sony Marvel film is. This could be a Spider-Man 4, but I doubt it. It seems really early.
Spider-Man 4.
Could be Morbius 2, I guess.
Fuck, they're already planning a Morbius 2.
I don't know.
It could be that weird Craven movie that they said they were going to do.
Could be. I have the Sony films also on this list that are in development, so it could be any of these. So apparently they're going to do a Spider-Gwen movie, which
that could be neat if they get the right cast.
I was going to say, who are they going to cast? Is this
bring back Haley Steinfeld from Spider-Verse because she was great, and I love Haley Steinfeld.
I was going to say, are you going to introduce this Gwen in Spider-Man 3, or are you just going to
No, it'll be a different universe, Devin.
Well, I thought they were all connected.
Because she's in, through the Spider-Verse, anything's connected, Devin. But her Spider-Man's in a different thing.
They still got Madam Web apparently on their list.
Fuck, don't make that movie. That's a dumb idea for a movie.
It is a dumb idea for a movie.
Put her in Spider-Verse too.
They got Spider-Woman on this list also.
Not a Spider-Man character.
Not a Spider-Man character. It just has Spider in the name.
Exactly.
Silver and Black is still happening apparently.
Don't make this movie. I swear to Christ.
But apparently we got some rumors about that though.
This is going to be their Birds of Prey movie.
Oh, for sure. Apparently the person who's making the director or whatever, she said that she's been talking with Disney about making this a Disney Plus series, which doesn't make any sense to me because that is
stop with this fucking nobody cares about Silver Sable and Black Cat. I'm sorry, but nobody cares.
Nobody does. They're not interesting characters.
They're not. Black Cat is literally just Catwoman, and Silver Sable is literally just Black Widow. But she's she has an actual Russian accent, and she's not as interesting as Black Widow.
But why would this be a Disney Plus thing? This is Sony. Why would they put it on Disney Plus?
Because Sony's. I'm sure they have some kind of deal behind the scenes.
I don't want this at all.
Nobody does. They've been trying to make this for 5 years. They were gonna make this back when Andrew Garfield was still Spider-Man.
I know.
They've been trying to make this fucking thing for a long ass time.
They should really consider not doing it. They got Solo, which remember when we talked about that a long time ago. That character nobody knows about.
Who's Han Solo?
No, it's just that there's a character in Spider-Man called Solo that they want to make a movie.
Who the fuck is this?
Pretty sure he's green looking. I don't even remember.
Sounds dumb. Don't make this.
Man-Wolf. They want to make a Man-Wolf movie.
Man-Wolf. That sounds familiar. Is that Cap Wolf?
He's
not Captain America.
I think he's a villain, but he's also he's a Sandman type. He's a villain, but also a good guy sometimes.
Okay.
And then the last one on
this is why I just want to say this is why Spider-Man villains are fucking dumb. All right, because sometimes they're oh, I'm kind of good, but I'm just misunderstood. No, you're a villain. All right,
that's what they did with Venom. They in the newer comics they've made him a good guy. So.
No, that's dumb. Venom eats people.
And then the last movie on this list is they want to make a Jake Gyllenhaal Mysterio movie.
No, we don't need that. I like Jake Gyllenhaal, but we don't need a fucking Mysterio movie. What is that movie gonna be?
I don't know.
He's dead.
Far From Home, so
allegedly.
We got Far From Home. Just watch him in that. You don't need a movie about him. Especially if you're not gonna have Spider-Man in it. Why would you
He's
make
just
a
gonna
movie?
be Jake Gyllenhaal, like figuring out the technology on how mocap suits work. Is that?
I don't know.
It's like, hey, look, I bought this cool mocap suit. Like that's gonna be the whole movie.
I seriously.
That's how it ends. He opens up like an Amazon like box and just pulls out the mocap suit with the big fishbowl, and it cuts to black.
Like, based on the Sony stuff that they're doing with Venom, Morbius, and if they want to do Mysterio, I think they're trying to set up a Sinister Six solo film
They definitely are.
Collide together.
They definitely are, because that's what they wanted to do with Amazing Spider-Man. They wanted that to eventually turn into the Sinister Six.
I don't want Sony doing it though. That's the thing.
No, nobody does.
That's all the Marvel stuff. You want to know the DC things?
I have some Marvel stuff.
Oh,
you
okay.
bitch. We pretty much talked about most of it. Like we talked about the Venom title and the Sam Raimi stuff. Kelsey Grammer is rumored to be Kang in the MCU.
Kelsey Grammer. So it's not Christian Bale.
Not Christian Bale. Well, it could still be. This is just a rumor. Do you know who Kelsey Grammer is?
Yes, I do.
Frasier.
From
the show Frasier.
Oh. I don't know.
He was Beast in the X-Men movies.
Yeah, I was going to say that's what I know him from.
You never watched Frasier?
Nope.
Baby, I hear the blues are calling. Toss salads and scrambled eggs. It's a great fucking intro.
How would you feel about him being Kang?
I don't know if I've never seen him like be like crazy and out of his mind.
Right.
But I'm sure he could fucking do it because I like him as an actor and he's really good.
I like him too. I could see it working.
I think we should get John Lithgow as Kang.
I don't know who that is.
What would you know him from? You ever seen Harry and the Hendersons?
Nope.
You ever seen Third Rock from the Sun?
Nope.
You ever seen fucking Daddy's Home 2?
Yes.
He was Will Ferrell's dad.
Oh, okay. Would you want him?
Get him. Because he can get fucking crazy and out of his mind. I don't know. I thought of Kang and I thought of an actor and he fucking popped up in my head.
No. Hell no. I don't want that.
Get him.
I don't want that at all.
Get French Stewart.
You're bad at casting today.
I'm just thinking because he was also on Third Rock from the Sun with John Lithgow. So I'm basically just picking people from Third Rock from the Sun.
I don't want Christian Bale, to be honest. That's what I want.
I would love to see Christian Bale in like dumb purple face paint.
Exactly.
Fucking going nuts. Like his American Psycho performance, but
that's
dumb
exactly what I want.
Like, fuck, man. That sounds awesome.
All right. You ready for some DC news?
Talk about DC. Detective Comics.
So, starting with films that we know are for sure coming out. Wonder Woman.
Do we know these movies are fucking
Yeah, these all have dates, so I'm guessing they're coming out.
Cyborg had a date, and that's not coming out.
I was gonna say I have a lot of things that don't have dates that might still be happening, but these the first ones have dates. So, Wonder Woman 1984 is coming out June of this year still.
Okay. Do you think that'll be like video on demand, or do you think that'll be a theater thing?
That's around when Tenet comes out, so I'm gonna guess they're trying to wait out until Tenet, see what that happens. So I'm guessing it's gonna stay in theaters, but I don't know. We'll see. I think they dumped a lot of money into that, and they want to put it in theaters. So.
They want to, yeah, definitely.
So I don't know. And then we don't get another DC movie for another whole year.
God damn it.
June of next year. We're getting The Batman. That is the next movie in the DC. The Batman, your most anticipated movie.
Yeah.
August of that same year, we're getting The Suicide Squad, James Gunn's.
Fuck, so we're getting 2 Batman movies in a year?
Within a couple months, 2 months of each other.
Stop.
I mean, The Batman will still be in theaters when The Suicide Squad comes
fucking
out.
Stop this shit. All right. I'm sick of Batman. Where's my goddamn Superman movie?
No Superman movies on this list.
Fucking hell. Just burn it all down. Start over.
This movie, you still don't think's happening, but it has a release date, so maybe it will. December of next year, we're getting Black Adam.
Black Adam's not happening.
I think they should have
announced Black Adam in 2015. Before Batman versus Superman even was out.
But it has an official release date.
It had an official release date back then. It was supposed to be out already.
It's supposed to have been out and made.
Yeah, same thing with Cyborg, same thing with Flash, same thing with fucking Green Lantern Corps. All of these things had release dates, and now they're just gone.
Well,
I don't fucking believe this is happening.
We're not done with this list yet, Wade.
Fuck.
Right. I think they should have put Black Adam on this next date on April 1st, because that would been kind of funny.
Shazam 2 is on April 1st, right?
Yes, Shazam 2 is April 1st of 2022, so you're still 2 years out from Shazam 2.
They need to they fucked up by doing that. They need to put out Shazam 2 like now, because those kids they're gonna age like a lot.
Right, 2 years.
That main kid, the Shazam kid, he's gonna be like 25 by the time this comes out.
Because it may get pushed back again. Who never?
It might.
You never know.
Well, they fucked up.
This next movie is an animated movie. May 20th, we're getting Super Pets. So
nobody cares about that movie.
July 1st.
Why are they waiting so long for that?
I don't know.
Hey, put that shit on Cartoon Network. Like,
do you want to see Super Pets? Are you
no, but it's just like, why is that on your list of like major films coming out? Like, that's just weird.
I don't know. July 1st of 2022, another movie that you don't think is going to happen, The Flash.
I have news that this isn't happening anymore. Ezra Miller, apparently there was some controversy with Ezra Miller because there was a video of him in like Iceland. I don't know why the fuck this dude's just chilling in Iceland, but he apparently got drunk and like choke slammed a woman like in a bar. And everyone's like, what the fuck? And this is like really like, I don't think we'll ever see him as the Flash ever again, because
I mean, it works well if they're going to reboot the freaking universe anyway.
It definitely does. It's kind of like almost perfect timing.
It is. And
that's probably why he chokeslammed that woman. He probably got really drunk and was like, I ain't gonna be Flash. Or just fucking.
And then the last movie with an official release date is December of 2022. We're getting Aquaman 2. So
I guess that Trench movie's not happening.
I'm not done with the list. Those are just the ones that have dates.
Oh, okay. So wait, so the Trench movie is going to come out after Aquaman 2?
Yes, apparently.
No, why? Nobody cares. Nobody cares about these dumb movies, DC.
So I have 5 more. Well, actually, I have a lot more. But these next 5 are being worked on, but they don't have official release dates yet. So the first one's Batgirl.
This is being worked on? Who's working on this?
I don't know.
Joss Whedon ain't fucking doing it.
I don't know, but apparently these are
like, is anybody like who's attached?
Not nobody that I know of. Like, I think it's just
who's fucking J.J. Abrams is like in his bathroom, just like writing some shit. Like what
I think it's
working
literally
on
just in the writing phase right now. It's no cast or nothing.
Jesus.
The next one, which I hope it gets made because I want a good movie of this, Green Lantern Corps, which we talked about a little bit earlier.
Make it like Cops meets Ghostbusters in space.
Like, Green Lantern could be like an amazing movie.
Green Lantern Corps could be an amazing. I don't want a solo Green Lantern movie. Green Lantern Corps could be fucking awesome.
It could, and I'm really excited, and I hope they do it well.
It could be like Training Day. Make it like Training Day.
That would be freaking awesome.
Get Denzel as Jon Stewart. Fuck.
Yes. Do that. I don't care if he's 65.
Put CG abs on him.
No, don't do that.
Because he's gonna be in a Green Lantern suit the whole time. So just
put him in a muscle suit. He'll be fine.
Make him, or do that. Do the smart thing. Don't do what they did previously with Ryan Reynolds.
Learn from your mistakes.
Put him in a muscle suit. Have him lose some of that fucking water weight. All right.
I think this next one's an animated film. It didn't specify, but I'm gonna guess it is Justice League Dark. I'm assuming that's
I think that's animated, and I think that's coming out on HBO Max.
Yes, I don't know. It doesn't have an official release date.
I doubt they would make a big budget live action Justice League Dark movie for fucking HBO.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking
that'd be fucking nuts.
It'd be kind of cool if they did.
It'd be awesome. Justice League Dark is fucking so cool. They wouldn't do that. We're never going to see Justice League Dark because they would have to have sort of like what they did with Birds of Prey, where it's like they have to have an already established character come over and like be in the movie to be the selling point. Because they did that with the animated movie. They shoved Batman in that fucking thing when he didn't need to be in it, so they could sell copies. It's like, oh, Batman's on the cover, and they can't do that anymore because this Batman's gone. Or I guess they could get a different Batman, but
get Robin, it'll be fine.
get fucking Robin, get Nightwing.
I have some Nightwing stuff later. Just letting you know.
Ooh, shit.
The next one that is being worked on but doesn't have a release date is New Gods. I think we talked about this before at one point.
Talking about making New Gods for like a decade now.
Apparently, the villain in that movie is going to be Darkseid, which I think is stupid.
Why?
I don't know.
I mean, that makes sense, but it's like he should have been the villain in Justice League.
He should have.
They cut out all of Zack Snyder's shit, and then they were like, hey, let's not have a single fucking mention of Darkseid in Justice League. And then now they're like, hey, let's fucking introduce Darkseid 15 movies into our fucking universe. That's so
I'm sure
dumb.
There's 50 other villains you could use. You don't have to use Darkseid.
Yes. Where's Granny Goodness? Steppenwolf should have been the villain in the New Gods movie.
Isn't there a guy named like the Anti-Monitor or something? Use
Anti-Monitor. Use the fucking Anti-Monitor. Use somebody.
You don't have to use Darkseid. Save him for the Justice League.
Google DC villains, Warner Brothers, and pick one.
Just pick some.
Because clearly you don't know any of them.
I think they're trying to ride off the Thanos hype train.
They definitely are. But you know what? They could have been first.
They could have,
because Justice League came out first. And
I don't know if it would have. I don't know if it would have been better, but they definitely
it wouldn't have been. First. But since Thanos is already kind of a copy of Darkseid, they could have been like, "Well, you're just copying our fucking movie now."
Yeah, but it's too late. They didn't get it out.
It's too fucking late. They basically Thanos came out in his fucking boom tubes and was just rocking all over the place.
Do you still think that was like a knock towards?
I think it was, because it's very like because there's shots in the animated series where it's like a close up on Darkseid coming out of the boom tubes, just like how Thanos came out. I think that was intentional. Like that was a fuck you to Warner Brothers for not doing that.
And then
because I would have done that.
I mean, maybe the Russo brothers were. Maybe they were knocking on DC.
They're like, "Hey, you fucked up, DC.
You could have had us. You could have had us, but
could have had the fuck." Could you imagine a Russo brothers Justice League movie?
Could you imagine a Russo brothers Batman movie? I think that'd be amazing.
Fuck! Don't even joke like that.
I think it'd be so good. It'd
oh my god!
Too bad Marvel got him now. They got him first.
Fuck, man. Well, if they're done with Marvel, they could move over to DC.
I didn't mention this because I forgot about it, but apparently they're coming back every like 3 months to help discuss furthering the story in Marvel. They're not going to work on anything, but they're going to help like
keep continuity.
Yeah, keep continuity type.
Okay, that's smart.
I think that's a good idea.
They need to stop fucking going on Twitter and just making stuff canon, because that's not how movies work, guys.
It's not, but they can do whatever they want. They made 3 of the biggest movies of all time.
They can, but at the same time, I could just ignore that shit.
You can. You don't have to.
It's not canon because it's not the movie.
Your movie experience is your experience. You don't.
It is. Don't tell me how to watch my movies, Russo brothers.
Don't tell me what to do.
Tell me how to enjoy my entertainment.
And then the last movie on this list of being worked on but no release date is the stupidest movie on here. I think, The Fucking Trench. So,
Jesus Christ.
Why?
When is it supposed to come out?
I have no idea. It's just
don't make that. What is this? What the fuck? This could be a bunch of fishmen running around. What is this?
It's supposed to be a horror movie, but like
that's so dumb.
It is. Why just make a horror movie? Don't make it about this.
Make a horror movie. Get Doug Jones. Put him in a dumb fish suit. You can call it The Trench. Don't fucking connect to the DC universe. Because why would you?
Yeah, I don't even know what it's going to be about. Like
it's just going to be about. It's going to start with that scene in Aquaman where they're on the boat. And then it's gonna be them jumping down into the thing, and then from there it's gonna like spin off and be about that one random fish dude that was like on the corner of the boat that we saw for like half a second, and it's gonna follow his fucking life.
That was such an odd scene in that movie. It just felt out of place.
The whole movie fell out of place.
That's true, but
remember fucking Black Man and his dad, who was basically Steve Harvey.
Yes. I haven't seen that movie since the theater. But...
I haven't either. Remember how they just completely like Black Man just fell out of the fucking movie
and then came back at the end?
They came back in the very end and they set up a sequel as if they're ever going to fucking get one.
Apparently we're still getting one. December 2022.
Bullshit. We're not getting a sequel to this fucking thing.
All right. My next couple movies are quote unquote in development and have things attached to them, like people attached.
Okay.
kind of. So the first one is a Nightwing movie.
They've been talking about this for a while. I actually would love a Nightwing movie. I think that would be awesome because Nightwing is really cool.
The director is Chris McKay, which he did the Lego Batman movie.
Chris McKay, that he's done some other stuff, right?
I think so, but that's like the
that name sounds familiar. The Lego Batman movie was fucking terrible. But this isn't Legos and this isn't like made for dumb kids.
But the writer is like a complete opposite of him. He Bill Dubrick, I think that's how you pronounce it. He did Ozark. He wrote Ozark show.
I'm not watching Ozark, so I don't know.
But like that is not the same style.
It's not
to the Lego Batman.
So that actually sounds kind of perfect because I've always said that a Batman movie needs to be kind of like goofy and cheesy, but also like be really dark. It needs to be like Planet of the Apes. And that combination could be perfect for like a Batman-ish Nightwing movie. But I would love a Nightwing movie. Nightwing's really cool. I would prefer a Red Hood movie, but we're never gonna get that.
I was gonna say, is this Nightwing gonna be established, or is it just gonna be a movie about Nightwing?
I mean, you can't. It could be a. What do you mean?
Like, are they gonna establish him in a previous?
No, no fucking way. The whole movie could be a Nightwing like origin, but you have to have Batman in there,
right?
Like, a lot.
Because like, which Batman are you using? The new Batman?
Fuck. Yeah, see, that gets in a whole fucking can of worms. Or you could just, I think it'd be smart if you just had Nightwing just be Nightwing and have him in Bloodhaven just doing his thing.
He just starts out as already Nightwing type.
Yeah, he's already Nightwing. Fuck it. Who cares?
People can jump to conclusions. They can figure it out.
Nightwing is interesting enough to be on his own. So like we don't need Batman in there.
And then we got Supergirl movie apparently.
Supergirl or Power Girl?
Supergirl. That's what I got. And it's being written by, I can't pronounce this guy's name, but he wrote 22 Jump Street. So
say that again, you were cutting up.
Oh, the guy who's writing it, I can't pronounce his name at all, but he wrote 22 Jump Street. So
it'll be a goofy parody movie.
I guess. I have no idea.
It'll be a super meta, like, oh man, where's Henry Cavill? Blah, blah, blah.
I'm seeing a trend of they want funny, more funny stuff in their movies. I don't think a Supergirl movie is necessary, but
I mean, Supergirl is a okay character. I'm not gonna say she's interesting, and I'm not just saying that because I hate women, but she's not like what are they gonna do for 2 hours with Supergirl?
I don't know.
Like, she's not like interesting enough to carry a film.
I have no idea.
She's literally like Catwoman to Superman. Like, she kind of just shows up and she's like, "Oh, I'm Supergirl." Blah blah blah.
Are they gonna put Superman in that movie?
I mean, if they do, it'll be a different Superman. They're not gonna put Henry Cavill in that fucking thing. There's gonna be no mention of Superman in that movie.
They kind of like had to like just like a little like I'm Superman's cousin.
I mean, I guess, but like you have to show. You can't just say that. Like, you have to show Superman in there at some point. And it would be really cool if they somehow did connect it to like Man of Steel and stuff, because in Man of Steel, when he goes back into his ship, there's another pod and it's open. Who the fuck was in that?
They could easily connect it.
They could. I don't think they will because they're dumb.
No, I don't think they will either.
And they want to get as far away from Zack Snyder as they fucking want as possible. So like
this next movie, I have no idea what it's about at all. I have a title. It's called Gotham City Sirens. Do you know what that is?
This was originally, I think Birds of Prey kind of like replaced this. Gotham City Sirens was supposed to be like Catwoman, Harley Quinn, and I think Black Canary. Or no, not Black Canary, Poison Ivy. And it's supposed to be like the villain, like females, like doing their thing and whatever.
Apparently, this still has people attached to it because David Ayer, who did Suicide Squad, is attached to this as the director.
Don't bring back David Ayer.
And then it's written by some dude I cannot pronounce, but she wrote Captain Marvel. So
that's fucking odd team up.
But yeah,
because I remember they announced this a long time ago.
I was gonna say it still has people attached to it. Who knows if it's actually being made?
I don't want this,
especially after Birds of Prey.
Especially not after Birds of Prey, but also like not even because like that's an interesting concept. Like in the comics, it works because Catwoman and Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn are interesting in the comics. I don't want this Harley Quinn. to show up ever again.
You're not gonna like the next thing on my list.
I'm probably not. Who's gonna be Catwoman? It's not gonna be Catwoman from the Batman. There's no fucking way. And who's gonna be Poison Ivy? Like this is what they didn't understand with Suicide Squad was that you can't start a universe with a villain team up movie. You have to establish these villains at least a little bit in like Batman movies before, and then have their own team up movie. It's the same thing. If we're gonna have this new Catwoman and like a new Poison Ivy, who the fuck? Like, we don't know these characters.
They just thought they could attach big names to these characters and be like, it'll be fun.
Oh, it were, yeah. Will Smith is Deadshot. That's not gonna be fucking weird at all.
No. He's supposed to be this murderer that we're supposed to like.
He's supposed to be this murderer who's all about redemption, but he doesn't seem to give a shit about redemption and seems perfectly fine just being in jail. I'm like, this is fucking weird.
This next one, the only person attached to it is Margot Robbie. So,
what is it?
Harley Quinn and the Joker movie.
Is that movie still happening?
Apparently, it's still on their list of things.
It's not going to happen because Jared Leto's never showing up as the Joker ever again.
They could just recast the Joker. They don't have to use Jared Leto.
They could, but at that point, you might as well just make a completely different movie.
It's true.
They're not whoever would be the next Joker would not do what Jared Leto did.
I think they're trying to milk this Margot Robbie Harley Quinn thing as much as possible.
They definitely are.
And Birds of Prey proved that it's not a good idea. So
it really isn't. I don't want to make fun of people, but anybody who likes Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn is retarded. Genuinely. Because it's not good. It's not funny. It's not good. It's not empowering. It's just annoying.
At least,
and that's the complete opposite of what Harley Quinn is supposed to be.
Especially Birds of Prey. God,
it's so fucking irritating. Oh man, I love bacon egg sandwiches. Isn't that funny?
No, it's not funny. It really wasn't.
No, it's not.
Didn't get a single giggle out of it.
Not at all. No.
This next movie, I don't think is happening, but Ray Fisher is still attached to the Cyborg movie. So.
Fucking no, this is not happening. He's been saying, because people ask him all the time, because this is all anyone's ever going to ask him till the end of time. Like, oh, is the Cyborg movie still happening? He's like, oh, yeah, Cyborg's still happening. Blah, blah, blah. It's not happening.
I don't think so.
We're never going to see him as Cyborg ever again. You got one movie, dude. That was it.
You got your Justice League fame.
And you got your Justice League fame, and then you're never going to be in anything ever again. He was in True Detective season 3, and he was actually really good. But I haven't seen him in shit since. I feel bad. I feel bad for everyone involved with the DCEU, because for the most part, everyone is pretty well cast. Like Ben Affleck, an amazing Batman. Everyone completely, that's the biggest fuck you to the haters I've ever seen, because everyone when he was cast was like, this is an awful fucking idea. Like, don't do this. Even me, I was like, this is dumb. Don't do this. He came out of the gate. That image of him in the Batsuit, everyone was like, holy shit, that's Batman. Everyone immediately was like, okay, cool. That's Batman. Henry Cavill was an amazing Superman. Gal Gadot is questionable as Wonder Woman, but a lot of people really like her. I personally don't, because she can't act. Jason Momoa was an interesting take on Aquaman, and he seemed like he's the only person that gives a shit about this fucking universe.
He seems like a modern day Aquaman. He does.
He does. He seems like the cool, hip guy with the big beard and the tattoos and everything. Ezra Miller is an interesting, fun Flash, and I could totally see him
he should have been
having other movies. He really should have been Wally West. And I'm surprised that you even fucking remotely know who the hell Wally West is.
I got some DC knowledge.
But he would have been a perfect Wally West. Because Wally West is a little bit younger and a little bit more annoying and cocky than Barry Allen is. And Ray Fisher is a great Cyborg. I mean, Cyborg's a boring character, but he did a good job. And it's all of these people deserved better than all this bullshit.
I'm sure when they signed up, they were like, this is gonna be a big thing. This is gonna
oh yeah, totally. When Ben Affleck signed up, he was like, I'm gonna be Batman for the next 20 years.
I'm sure. Well, when Henry Cavill signed up, I don't know if he knew what he was quite getting.
I don't think when he initially signed up, because the DC universe wasn't a thing at that point.
Yeah.
They decided that afterwards. But I'm sure, once he signed on for Batman for Superman, I'm sure he's like, fucking hey, I'm gonna be Superman for the rest of my life. Nope.
I think he still wants to be Superman.
He wants to be. Ben Affleck wants to be Batman. Ben Affleck is a huge Batman fan. I'm sure he would love to be fucking Batman again. He never will, though. And same with Henry Cavill. We will never see Henry Cavill as Superman again.
WB, you ruin it.
Everything sucks.
And then the next movie on here is a character. I don't know if this is even a character. Lobo's
a cool character. I like Lobo. Who should have been Jason Momoa? If you Google Lobo right now,
hold on, give me a
and
second.
tell me that that's not Jason Momoa. All right, he's
Lobo.
dead on.
Oh, for sure.
That's fucking Jason Momoa. Like somebody fucked up. Right? He would have been so perfect for that. When like in the scene in Justice League when he like when Cyborg like catches him and he's like, "My man." That's some shit Lobo would say. Like he would say that. He'd be like, "My man," and ride up on his dumb motorcycle like eating hot dogs and shit. Like that would have been perfect. Somebody fucked up, man.
So do you want to know who they're eyeing to attach?
Is it like fucking John Cena or some bullshit?
No, the director. I don't know who they're going to get.
I don't know who.
Your favorite director ever.
Taika Waititi?
Michael Bay.
No. No.
That's who they want to direct this film. It's not official, but that's who they want.
No. I don't want Michael Bay anywhere near any of these fucking DC characters. Because you know what? The Lobo movie will be fucking annoying, and it'll have like boobs and butts everywhere in it, and it'll have like dogs humping each other, and it'll just be a bunch of CGI fucking nonsense and explosions, and Mark Wahlberg will just be in it for some fucking reason. I don't want this, all right?
So you're saying if he gets attached to this, you're just like done with it?
I'm done. I'm done with all this DC shit anyway. But with this, it's like I'm gonna boycott. I'm gonna like go to DC headquarters and just be like, what the fuck?
What do you guys think?
Like, this is offensive, all right?
And then I have two more, which I don't think are happening at all.
I
don't. They're not happening. But
none of these are happening, Devin. Don't get your
hopes
hopes
on their list. Justice League 2.
No, that's not happening.
No, and Man of Steel 2. No, I don't know.
Man, it's so fucking hilarious that they announced Man of Steel 2. They had this big deal, and everyone was so like, "Oh man, Man of Steel 2 is coming." 2021, I think, was originally the release date for it, and they just completely like they've just ignored it. They haven't talked about it since. Like, why would you like? Why make this fucking movie? Everybody loves Man of Steel. I don't care what anyone says. Man of Steel is a perfect Superman movie. All right,
it is. It's a good.
I don't give a flying fuck about what all you fucking like DC bitches have to come and say. I don't care if you call me a dumb idiot. That's fine. Man of Steel is a perfect Superman movie, and Henry Cavill was an amazing Superman.
I agree with you. I wish they would make Man of Steel 2. I think
Man of Steel 2 could have been awesome.
I think it'd have been great.
Bring back Zack Snyder.
I don't
have more explosions and shit.
Zack Snyder wants to come back, but
probably not at this point. He's probably been fucked over too much.
Probably.
He hasn't even seen Justice League, so like.
I wouldn't either because they ruined his film.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And then I have 3 animated movies. I think the first one has already come out. Maybe I'm wrong. Superman Red Sun has already come out.
I don't think it's out, but they put out like a trailer for it, and it looks neat.
Okay, so that's on their list.
That's definitely one I want to watch.
Justice League Dark Apocalypse War.
I fucking want to watch that as well because I have the first Justice League Dark animated movie on Blu-ray, and it was really good. I hope Deadman is in this new one. I don't think he is, but I hope he is because I love Deadman. Deadman's great. All right, don't talk shit about Deadman.
And then the last anime movie is Superman: Man of Tomorrow. So
this one, I don't even know if this one's like even remotely like. There's not even a trailer for this yet. I'm curious on what this is.
I don't know, but those are their 3 animated on their list.
But yeah, I'm excited for all these animated movies.
It's the only thing DC has going for them. It's animated.
Honestly, yeah. Their animated movies are great.
Yeah, that's all the DC and Marvel stuff.
Just make animated movies.
Just
do Spider-Verse. Do that with like Batman. Do a Batman Beyond animated movie for fuck's sakes.
I kind of already did with Flash Paradox, kind of.
But like in theater, do like a big budget like animated, like somewhat in the style of Spider-Verse, like Batman Beyond movie. Like that would be fucking rad. With like an awesome like score and soundtrack like Spider-Verse. Just do Spider-Verse but with Batman. That would be fucking incredible.
I don't think they're gonna do that.
They should.
Maybe they should, but
I've always wanted a fucking Batman Beyond movie. We're never gonna get one, and that sucks because I think it's really easy to do and just make a Spider-Man movie and put Batman in it. But we're never gonna get one, and that sucks.
Nah, I don't think we will. I think Warner Brothers needs to get their crap together and make Man of Steel 2. That's what they need to do.
They need to just fucking make this shit. They need to quit announcing stuff and just make something. And make it the announcing stuff and not making any of it.
Make it good. Don't make it bad.
Get people who know what the fuck they're doing and make good movies.
I'm excited for Wonder Woman 2. It looks good to me, but
it looks like dumb fun.
But who knows? It could be terrible.
That one awesome scene where she rides lightning like a fucking badass in the trailer. Could
didn't even make it in.
To be honest, probably. All the best shit in the trailer probably got cut, and it's gonna be a boring fucking movie like the first one was.
Yep, that's what I'm imagining. Well, I think that's it for the podcast. Unless you got anything else you want to.
I don't have anything else. It's all fucking news.
I don't even know what episode this is, but
31, I think.
I didn't even know we were on 30s already. Good
yeah.
Lord. We're a little. we're not behind. It's just there hasn't been anything to talk about recently.
There's been fucking shit to talk about because everything's shut down.
Yeah. Everybody's staying home.
Everybody's dying.
I'm not dying. I don't know. Well,
we're all dying.
Slowly.
Yeah, we're all slowly dying. There is no spoon, Devin.
There is no spoon.
None of this is real.
It's all simulation.
It's all a simulation. I've been quoting that a lot recently. There is no spoon. That's the best line of the Matrix, and that's the only line that like matters. Because fuck that movie.
I thought you were about to say you've been saying that and people don't know what that quote is.
I've said that to some people and they don't know what the fuck that's from, and I have to explain that it's from the fucking Matrix.
If you have to explain it, it's not good. Then.
Exactly. Yeah. Which is not. Matrix is not a good movie.
The first Matrix.
I don't like that fucking movie.
All right.
It's not.
It is.
I'll argue with you for the next like 4 hours about why the Matrix is not a good movie. All right. Don't fucking test me about
this.
Matrix sucks. It's a solid action movie. The story in that fucking movie is nonsense and doesn't make any sense. Keanu Reeves is terrible in it.
That's what makes
he is in most things.
Is that it's complete nonsense.
That's not a good thing. I don't want to watch almost 3 hours of nonsense, Devin.
Why not?
You know what else was nonsense? The sequels, and everybody hated those.
Yeah, the sequels aren't like the best.
It's all the same fucking shit.
It has some like cool moments in the sequels, but like
no, I like Keanu Reeves' like trench coat.
And do you like it when he goes all rubbery?
Oh no! Was that in the sequels or was that in the first one?
That was in the second one, I think.
God damn it!
Because he fights like a million Agent Smiths.
Yeah, he does, and it looks like fucking garbage.
Agent Smiths don't. I mean, like when they go like rubbery, they look bad. But like putting the faces on all the, they don't look bad.
Some of them, if you go back and watch that movie, there's some like in the background that clearly aren't Hugo Weaving. They're clearly just like stunt guys.
They're just random extras.
I'm like, all right, that's like you could have just like got someone who looked a little bit like Hugo Weaving. Like, come on.
They got a bald guy or whatever.
Hugo Weaving's not bald.
He's almost bald.
He's balding, but he's not bald.
He's bald as Red Skull.
I mean, as Red Skull, he's bald, but he's not Red Skull anymore. So he's got his hair back.
It's true. I think it's funny though that they like kind of pretend that he's still Red Skull.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, he's still Red Skull.
I think Ross Marquardt did a great job.
He did. Nobody even they totally replaced him and nobody gave a fuck.
Nope, nobody did.
I was like, all right, cool.
Because it wasn't like a jump. Like, oh, that's not Red Skull. Like it was like, I can see it.
Most people who fucking saw Infinity War Endgame probably don't even know who the fuck Hugo Weaving is.
I was gonna say, do you think they actually saw the first Captain America?
Probably not, because nobody gives a shit about Captain America.
I mean, he's mentioned in The Winter Soldier a little bit.
Is he?
Yeah, there's a picture of him.
Shit. How many people do you think fucking saw The Winter Soldier? I guarantee you, most people don't like Captain America. All right,
The Winter Soldier is great. I watched it.
It is, but most people don't like Captain America. So I think that like the only Captain America movie that 90% of anyone has seen is Civil War.
Because that was at the time the biggest Marvel movie.
It had fucking Iron Man in it. Iron Man's a goddamn villain. All right, y'all cheering on a goddamn criminal.
I'm
glad he's dead.
I'm still amazed that the Russos pulled off what they did, to be honest.
It is pretty amazing.
Go from you make the 3 biggest movies almost ever. Like
they made a really well written, smart, political like spy espionage movie, and then they made like a big epic like Lord of the Rings film.
Right.
Like that's insane.
It is insane, and it shouldn't have worked, but
not at all. I'm curious on what Joss Whedon would have did with Infinity War.
I don't want to know what he
that would have been interesting.
It would have been more weird jokes that don't land very well, and
definitely, yeah.
And he would have like pushed some characters to the side, and they wouldn't have been even mentioned because that's what he did in Age of Ultron.
Basically, I feel like with Endgame, Joss Whedon basically would have taken the entire second act and just made that the whole movie. Which is goofy dumb shit.
The time travel stuff?
Yeah, just goofy shit for 4 hours. That would have been the entire movie, and everyone would have hated it.
I like what the Russos did. They did way better than I would have done, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
But they probably also had like a team of people.
Yeah, and they had billions of dollars to play with.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, even if I had billions of dollars to play with, I'd still fuck that movie up.
Apparently, Endgame made Disney over $1 billion.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. It made $3 billion.
Close. It was like 2.8 or something.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Made the movie.